My name is Denise. I live here in Sacramento, California, and I'm originally from San Francisco, and my heritage is of Puerto Rican and African descent. Um, about 10 years ago, I was diagnosed with a rare genetic, supposed genetic disease called retinitis pigmentosa, RP for short. And it is a form of tunneling of your vision, depth perception loss, night vision loss. There's a lot of different things that goes on, but that's my symptoms and signs, because vision is a spectrum. So somebody with RP is going to see maybe colors where I don't see colors anymore as well as I used to. I see reds and oranges. Somebody might not have the depth perception loss, but I do. And currently, my latest thing, besides the night vision loss, is the daytime, where if it's too bright, it whitens out. And, it's all different kinds of crazy things that go with these eyes. But I am one of the founders of Bright Braille, along with a gentleman named Alex Prince. He was the one that suggested, after meeting me several years ago, and stating that, why don't I do something, when he found out about my eyes, why don't I do something about, like finding a cause or bringing awareness. And in the beginning, I did not want to. Why? Because it was embarrassing, and it was something that I still did not want to accept or believe. But in time, as time progressed, I realized that I did want to be one of the voices, because there's many of voices. There's Molly Burke, and there's Matthew and Paul, and there's Badass Babe in San Francisco, and so many others that are on social media, TikTok, Instagram, that are bringing awareness and talking about it. So I decided, I want to jump on that train, because there's so many people that knew me as the one who produced the One Love, One Heart Reggae Festival, the one who was doing all the nighttime concerts at Harlow's and different other places, and so active at night too, where it just went into crickets. So that's my side of the story for that. But with Alex, Mr. Prince, bringing that up to me and making that suggestion, again, I decided to. So together we started Bright Braille. We have a beautiful team of people that have stood by me, that has stood with us. Lisa Jones and Danny Rivera, and so many others, that Bridget Fonseca, that whenever I need assistance at nighttime, or we're producing an event, a daytime event, to bring awareness to low-level vision, they're right there by my side. So we currently, right now, have been producing Bright Braille's low vision, or the vision and health fairs in Sacramento and Del Paso. We've been doing this, hosting this at 2021 Del Paso Boulevard, a restaurant called Sammy's. Big up Nas for giving us permission to hold space there. We've been doing this since June. It is currently July. So we did our first event June 28th, our second one July 12th, and we have our next one coming August 16th. Next one after that is September 13th, and then the last one is October 11th. We've been able to do this event with the sponsorship from Golden One, SMUD Electric Company, and Anthem Blue Cross. And our travel partner, Melody Walters. Melody Walters Travels has kindly donated a trip for two to Ensenada, Mexico. That's our grand prize drawing that we'll be hosting or holding in October, our last event. And during the months we're doing a raffle and or doing drawings to pay somebody's SMUD bill up to their electric bill up to $300 a month. Because with vision loss, as stated, it's an issue with nighttime blindness or basically dark spaces. So somebody like myself, we need continuous light. So we're constantly have all the lights on in the house, and it gets expensive. And so I've been able to go and lobby up at the legislative offices with TURN, which is the Utility Rate Payers Network, and help them to see the importance of light, that it shouldn't be a privilege. It should be a necessity. And especially for somebody, again, like myself, we need that extra light. So to turn on the lights all day and during the day is something that somebody like me does need. So I've been able to speak with SMUD and bring awareness to the fact that your lighting is a med rate source. And that being that it's not just your wheelchairs or your ventilators or other medical devices that everyone sees as a medical device, but nobody recognized and realized that your light source in your home is a medical device. And so thank you, SMUD, for making this happen and being a part with us. And thank you, Golden One, for being a part with us also. Thank you, Anthem Blue Cross, for being a managed care plan that is been working with us to bring awareness and of the programs that Anthem Blue Cross has within their managed care plan, such as rides and transportation up to 200-mile round trip and different other things that somebody like myself, yeah, it's about that time that I start to utilize it, as my driving days are pretty much ending, unfortunately. So let's get the education part of this. So the reason for the vision and health fairs is we're bringing awareness to low-level vision and the diseases of the eyes and the retinas, and making sure that everybody is aware of what is low-level vision, because people don't understand that there's a middle ground. See, people always think that either you can see or you can't see, but what happens to the people that fall in between these cracks? Me. And with that, because we fall in between that cracks, we get a lot of harassment, a lot of looks. I'm currently going through some issues with my job because I was being basically harassed and bullied by doctors and nurses that see me at my job and assume that I can see, and yet I have this keyboard that has large print and the font on my computer is super large, and my background on my computer is in dark mode, such as my phone. And so, but they see me get up and walk, and somebody may say something to me and I turn around and I look at you. But just because I look at you, what is it that I am seeing? Has anybody ever thought? So at the Vision and Health Fairs, we're bringing awareness to this with the help of retinal consultants and the Foundation Fighting Blindness, along with all of our other community partners and friends in the neighborhood in this network, to understand what is low-level vision. I can speak on RP, Retinitis Pigmentosa. So for those of you who want to know what it is I see, well, let's see. So right now I have here 2 tubes. Excuse the toilet paper hanging on it. 2 tubes of toilet paper, and then I also have 2 tubes of the paper towel rolls. Not to mention, you can use these to garden. Put your little dirt in here and some seeds, and then after it sprouts, you put this in the ground, and voila, you got plants, and it's compostable. Save our earth. So, back to the RP. To describe what it is that somebody may see and the different variations of RP as it tunnels off. That's what it is. And again, it's also with nighttime vision loss, daytime, that dusk and dawn mode, that just beginning of the day and that just the ending of the day can be really tough, as everything's really gray, because it seems like everything grays out. And then also on top of it, there's, for me, there's fuzziness. So to show you, see this toilet paper tube? What do you see of me now? So this is one form of RP. This is how somebody with RP sees. Just this point right here. Some, it may not be as narrow, but then to others, it gets even more narrow. What do you see of me now? This is an even more advanced stage of RP. So can you imagine, I step out, I come back in to view, how hard that must be when even trying to clean, cook, or make your way. So imagine you walking around like this, or even driving out there, and somebody just so rude, so not realizing how rude they are, just walks in your way, and you trip over them, and they look at you like, didn't you see where you were going? Like, open your eyes, like, pay attention. It's not about that. It's not about that. That's why with this, we say, empathy and kindness goes a long way. You shouldn't have to see my white stick. You shouldn't have to know my disability to be kind, to be patient, to be empathetic. We should do this to each other all day, every day. My glasses here, my glasses are my reading glasses, so I can see the screen. I can see the clock. But to look out any place else, I can't see. I have to take off my glasses, and yeah. And a lot of times in the daytime, I have to wear sunglasses, so I stop this squinting because the light is so... But this is part of it. So, with that said, take care of your eyes. It took me 5 years to be diagnosed. When I was going to my doctors, kept saying that I can't see at nighttime, I have a little black floater, this and that is going on. But my doctor didn't understand what was going on. He didn't understand what to do, because why? He wasn't the correct doctor. Finally, one day he said, I think you have a retinal tear. And so with that, we're going to send you to the retinal consultants. And they'll just do a little laser thing and fix your eyes and blah, blah, blah. Well, that wasn't the case. So I go to retinal consultants, and my Dr. T. Lander, bless your heart, thank you for everything, Dr. T. Lander. Dr. T. Lander comes into the room, and after, asks me if he can inject me with his dyes. He wants to look in the back of my eye, really wants to get a scope on things. And when he came back, and he said, well, there's no other way to tell you, but you're going blind. It's kind of rough. It was kind of hard. Wish I'd have had others around me when I was told this, but this is the way it is, and I'm not the first one that was told this way, because they don't even know really how to tell you. But just to tell you, you're going blind. Don't know when, don't know how far it's going to go, but this is the fact, and what you have in your future, because it's not something that you want to say, what you have to look forward to. Go fig. But it was hard, and it's been hard. I lost my job. One of my employers had wrote on the letterhead, it was a very good employer at that time, wrote on the letterhead, said, due to your disability, we're no longer able to accommodate you. If you see me looking around, it's because I couldn't see something and kind of disappeared on me, but I found it. They were hiding. Anywho, but yeah, due to your disability, we're no longer able to accommodate you. And that was hard, life-changing. So the purpose of Bright Braille, we're here as a support to people who are going through newly diagnosis, or support for people who don't know and have questions, not just for RP, for all different variations of eye diseases and retinal diseases, things that can be cured, things that can be prolonged, and other things that can't. And for the ones that can't, we want to be that support, because it is a mind, mental, just a head game. Some days you're happy, some days, most days I'm happy, but some days I get hit with a ton of bricks. When you realize that anything can change tomorrow. But the fact is that I can see it, and I know it's coming. But I don't want to wait for it, because I have too much life to live, too much music to hear, too many shows to put on, so many more, so much to do in this world, so much advocacy I have to do for people like myself and just people in general with disabilities. So Bright Braille, we have support groups. We sit down and we talk to each other. Soon we'll be having that therapist on board that can come and sit down and talk to us to help us get through it. But right now, we're all shocked as to, oh my gosh, you have RP? Oh my gosh, you have RP. The different faces and the colors and the genders and the lifestyles that RP affects. So many. They say it was a rare genetic disease. It was always 1 in 4,000, but it seems like those numbers are growing. So it's important for us to know, because too many people are out there on the road still driving, navigating. People walk out on the street in front of a car and you assume that they saw you. But what if they didn't really see you? Slow down. Be patient, whether driving, walking, anything. Because what's the first thing you do in the morning? You open your eyes. And with that said, the fact that you open your eyes, you use your eyes for everything. To navigate to the bathroom, to navigate to find your clothes, to do laundry, to cook your food, to walk down the stairs, to pet your dog, to pick up your grandchildren, to hug that family member, shake a hand. Oh, shake a hand. Boy, ain't that something. Put your hand out for somebody who has RP, and you think that they don't want to shake your hand. It's not that. So I can't see your hand. I have no depth perception. We don't see. Tunneling vision means, again, so if your vision is tunneled off like this, where's the hand at? I can't see it. But if you raise it up and go like this, hey, and let me know, or you reach for my hand and let me know that you want to shake my hand, it's okay. That's fine. I think most people with RP or the visual impairments, we're not as sensitive because for touch, because we need that touch to guide us. We need that touch to let us know. We need those finger snaps to say, look over here, when they're taking a picture. I learned that just recently. So, spread it out, spread the word. Let everybody know about Bright Braille. You can find us on Instagram, Bright Braille 00, on IG, Bright Braille 00 at Gmail, and www.brightbraille.org is the website. We have a QR code. We're accepting donations to help us to push forward to making the strides and the moves that we need to do to bring awareness so we can keep you, me, and everybody that we love, our friends, our family, safe on the road, whether you're driving a pedestrian, an office space, just keeping everybody safe. It's so important. Look forward to our Vision Gala in 2026. We'll be looking to work with as many people out there in the industry in every aspect of life, whether it's gardening or driving or traveling or trying to find the correct doctor for your eyes, the right specialist for your eyes. Follow us and be aware and get ready, because we're coming in like a storm. It's so important. So roll with us. Peace out. One love from Bright Braille.